Hi, I'm Kimberly, the editor of Collide. This is the Crashbook. It's an interactive student journal that you'll use during class. So I'm going to walk you through the activities so you know what to expect. Now, every lesson has a Collide with a Word activity, and there's a video that goes along with each verse as well. So for the first activity, you'll turn to page 4. They're going to cross out the first letter and then every other letter to reveal the missing words in this verse. So then they'll write the remaining letters in the spaces below. Now for the next activity, you're going to turn to page 5. You're going to take a number 2 pencil and shade the entire page, and then take an eraser and erase the word silence from the page. Right. So the next activity, you're going to turn to page 7. You'll do page 6 later. Now in this activity, they're going to write in the left-hand column things that they spend their time on. For the next part of this activity, you'll turn to page 8. On the left-hand column, they'll write some things that they can do to replace some of these activities, at least some of the time, with something to focus on God. And you want to emphasize that they don't need to replace all of the time that they spend doing stuff with focusing on God or focusing on other things. But it's good to think about fasting some part of your time for something else. Now what they're going to do is they're going to choose 1 or 2 to do this week, and then they're going to cut along the dotted line and fold along the solid line, and that will replace this activity with the other one. So let's say this week, instead of texting friends a lot, I decide to call them or hang out with them in person. And instead of spending time on Facebook all day, then I'll set a time limit and set a goal to help someone else. Now, at the end of class, they'll cut out the strip that they decide to work on this week, and then they can take that home as a reminder. Now, the final activity is on page 6. They're going to exchange their book with another person, and they're going to write advice on that other person's book. Then when you count to 3, everyone in class is going to read out the advice that they gave. They're going to try to listen to their partner's voice. Now, in the back of the Crashbook on page 64 is a place for you to record prayer requests and praises. Now, you can do this every week if you'd like, or just once a month or something like that. But that'll be a good reminder for students to pray for people. That's it for Lesson 1. See you next week.